Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
42-yard line.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Complete to number 15.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
By number 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass.
Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Pick it up, defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
From 10 yards out. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On first down, Hurts under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
He's checking. Watch out. Check. Crunch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 13, but it's third down.
They go play action with Hurts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Complete.
A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watch his slant. Patch it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 20 yards. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up
second and 4. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
25, check 25, check 25. Kill.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
All day, defense, all day.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll escape to his right, and that is incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 11 yards there, first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
48 for Mike. Switch up, switch up.
And it's caught. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Pick up the ball. Hey, check. 50. Ain't no second.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Down now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8-21-13.
Makes this Washington 21. Jaguars 13.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's 41.
And a Washington first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 10-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Back at the 13-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 31, check 31.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike 60. Mike 50.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Carried by number 26.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard.
It's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard. First down, Washington.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to walk. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Hurts pass.
A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
put it mildly. That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Four down, even.
2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
48, check. I'm coming after you. 48's Mike. 70 Rangers.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Mike's 50.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now he'll let it go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Mike's 50.
Throwing is Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A quick toss out right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 1.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
At the 13-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 19 tight.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
From the contact. Brings up 3rd down and 20.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
He's checking.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defense.